Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellows, welcome to our live stream from Savannah, Georgia. The Savannah, the most haunted city on the planet Earth. We are with Paranormal Society of Savannah. We have Mr. David, the Father David, the
Flavor Day.
nightmare, the nightmare to the demon and the ghost. Welcome, Mr. David. How
What
are
up?
you?
I'm
Great.
good, man. How are you? Ready to get into some of these stories we got for tonight?
Yeah, man. I just let our listener let them know that this is my I think like second live podcast. I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's gonna be so many mistakes and errors. Just ignore those, and if you like it, you can hit a like and subscribe, and just give us a thumbs up, and we can go from there. And in the future we can get better with your opinions, with your comments. How about that?
Oh yeah, sounds good. Are you there? Are you still with me, Jay?
Yep, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so what we are talking about tonight?
Tonight I figured we could talk about like Curse of La Llorona, some chupacabras. We could talk about whatever you want, but mostly we'll do a lot of Hispanic ghosts and folklore and give everybody a little change of scenery. We always give them the Savannah Paranormal Society of Savannah, and we dropped like places like 1790 here in Liberty County and the Sorrelweed House. And I thought maybe tonight, Jay, if I'm feeling
Yeah.
froggy, I'm
Hmm.
kind of froggy,
Yeah.
Jay. So let's
Yeah.
jump into giving them some Paranormal Society of Savannah Hispanic style and Orbs Chaser Paranormal Hispanic style, baby.
Let's go. And
So
yep. So let's do what kind of some entities do we have in Spanish history?
So my favorite one, hinting Curse of La Llorona, considering that the Conjuring series just did their own version of it. What was it, Jay? 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm going to talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the folklore, about where like Curse of La Llorona originated from. I want to tell y'all a little bit about her if you don't know. And that way, if you're ever considering, sorry, the dog barked on cue. If you're ever considering watching the Curse of La Llorona on the Conjuring series, at least you'll have a reference point of what you're looking at, why you're looking at it, and why it is. So with that, I'm going to give you a quick introduction to La Llorona, and then we could talk about her. We could talk about Chupacabra, because I know you're
Mm-hmm.
pretty knowledgeable on that, and we could talk about other stuff, whatever you feel like. So
Oh, let's go. Yeah, sure.
without further ado, I'm going to start. I'll start us off today with La Llorona, the weeping woman in English. So it's one of the most famous legends in Mexican and southwestern U.S. folklore. The story's been told hundreds of years and has many versions, but the core are the same. It all revolves around this woman who was like badly shaken by like a breakup or something or whatever, and she drowned her children. So with that being said, in most versions, it kind of starts like this. She fell in love with a wealthy man. Ain't that the story of all women? he abandoned her often, or he abandoned her, and it was often, the folklore says, for another woman of higher status at that time frame, because this thing started I want to say in probably 18, not late 18s, early 1900s. So
Mm-hmm.
in a despair or revenge, she drowned her own children to get back at the guy. And realizing what she had done, she drowned herself and died from grief. So she's basically like a entity that is grief stricken and like feeling sorry for herself because of what she did, and how she can't find her children. So she's cursed to roam forever, searching for her lost children. So that's like the little rundown of her. Now the curse, going into the curse of her, the curse of La Llorona, it isn't a spell like in a movie. It's more of a warning or a legend. Like as a kid growing up, I remember my grandparents and my mom always telling me, Mijo, when it gets dark, don't walk down the ditch. And whatever you do, do anything to stay away from the ditch. La Llorona roams the ditch. And, as a kid, you're like, yeah, okay, this is just them trying to really scare me off and make me haul ass, right, Jay?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, cool. So I remember specifically, I was probably around 13 years old. And I'm coming from my friend's house, and we have this ditch that just runs from like the whole length of the street in the little area I grew up in. I grew up in Alameda. It was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Alameda was like the little area where all the local kids were, right? Well, we had this ditch on Second Street. It ran all the way down the length of Second Street. So there was like few bridges, few and far between, dirt bridges, like old school. And this was a deep, deep ditch. And I remember coming from my friend's house. I was at his house hanging out. It got about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It was dark. And I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm in trouble because one, I'm not supposed to be out past the street lights. And two, this is a ditch that I got to run probably 2 miles before I can cross it. Right, Jay?
Oh, wow.
So I look down, I walk up to it, and all I remember in my head going, oh, God, I got to do this, right? So I look left, I look right, I looked down, and I was like, oh, man, all I know to do, I'm going to run for it. So here I go. I'm just running, Jay, as fast as I can. And I'm like, and I can hear behind me almost like something chasing me from behind. Now, Jay, I was 12, 13. I'm not going to stop to look. That's just me. And, I've watched a few horror movies in my time. I'm not going to stop to look. But I remember running as fast as I can and barely making that turn. And when I made that turn, I felt like come across my back, like something just reached to grab me, but it didn't, right when I made the turn to cross the ditch and get across the street. I got home, and I was breathing heavy, and I'm like, on my hands, I'm like, and my mom's like, where have you been, and why are you breathing like that? And I'm like, oh, I was at Jeremy's house, and she's like, you had to cross the ditch, didn't you?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I did, Mom. And she's like, that's a good little run. It's like a mile or two.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Mom, I was running so fast, and I could hear breathing behind me. And when I made the turn to cross the bridge, all I felt was like a hand that like kind of felt like it grazed across the back of my neck. Like it tried to grab a hold of me, but just missed.
Oh, wow.
I never looked back. Jay, there could have been something there, but probably there was nothing there. But I remember going home, and I did have like some red marks like across my neck right here, like scratch marks of something trying to like physically grab me by my shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was like, I told you. And she starts cussing me in Spanish. Cabrón, mira, I told you not to be running down that ditch after it gets dark. La Llorona's out there, and she's going to get you. And, and for me, that was the end of her just scaring me with the story of it. Because my grandmother told me a story. And I don't know, do you want to cut in for a minute before I tell another story?
Yeah, I can. What I have read previously about this entity, you find La Llorona around where the water is, like lakes, ponds, and any like. Okay, so what most of the people said that they hear a woman crying. So
Yes.
a lot of people say, "Oh, maybe somebody's in trouble. Just go to help that lady." And they said they saw a woman in a white dress crying right next to the water. And when you go close to her, what she do? She grab you and take you in the water and drown you.
Yes.
And some people said that they felt a cold wind, and sometimes people said that they hear kids are crying right next to the lake. So these are the and she also said that a lot of places said that she also kidnapped kids. Like if as you said that you are by yourself, and if you are roaming around next to the water or lake or pond, and Llorona is out there, she's gonna kidnap you and drown you. That
and
is
you ain't coming
scary.
back from that.
Yeah, that's a scary thought. Like some entity can A lot of people say that, oh, the kid, he just fall in the water and he drowned himself. You never know. He slipped in the water. He, like fall in the water, or it was Lerona who took that kid and killed him. So that is a one scary entity. Be honest with you, I don't
Yes, sir.
want to.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. They said that she appears near like rivers, lakes, canals, and if you hear her crying at night, she may be near. So if you even
Yeah,
hear it, and then it says that she kidnaps children who wander alone. Mostly, that's why they always like preaching to you about ditches and water. Keep your
yeah.
kids close by. Don't let them wander off. Others say she mistakes living children for her own and then drags them into the water.
Oh wow. Hmm.
And then parents traditionally told the stories to keep kids from playing near dangerous water at night.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what bases the whole thing off of is that's why a lot of people mistake her for folklore because they're like,
Hmm.
oh, is this just old abuelas, old grandmas telling you, oh, stay away from the water because the water is dangerous. So they're like, or they come up with this story of La Llorona. But the thing with her, Jay, is people always say that if it's folklore, it came from somewhere.
Hmm.
It's not just one person's imagination that creates this. This is
Yeah.
stories told down from generation to generation to generation. And why is it consistently always the same stories or the same reportings when people are reporting like sightings and stuff?
Oh wow.
So, and then a lot of cultural, I don't know if you're aware of this, but some of the cultural origins, the legends likely date back to pre Columbian Mexico and may connect to Aztec era myths. Some historians link her to Chilcoto, a weeping mother goddess figure, and then colonial stories like they're blending indigenous and Spanish themes together. But in the end, it's like a deterrent to keep kids away from waterway. But how are they reporting the same entity? That's where it gets crazy. And it says that a lot of the story spread throughout Mexico, New Mexico. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, so I vouch for that firsthand. Texas, Arizona, California, and it's become part of the Hispanic and the Latin oral traditions of telling their kids these stories.
Oh
So,
wow. That
yes.
is that is a scary, scary. Yeah. So, do you have any other entity you want to talk about?
Oh, man, so look, let me tell you the story my grandmother told me, and I wish she was alive today to tell this story because when she told us this story, it kind of scared like every bit in our family because my family's a big Hispanic. They have a Hispanic background,
Mm-hmm.
and we've done some stupid stuff. I'll put it to you that way. But my grandmother's story with La Llorona was she was a little girl, and where they grew up, it was more along the Rio Grande River, where the Rio Grande runs from Mexico all the way through New Mexico and almost to Colorado. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she tells a story of when she was washing clothes, they used to have to go to the river. So she was at the river washing clothes with her for her parents and her family, and she wasn't the oldest, but she wasn't the youngest, so they worked them all the same. Was telling us a story that she was washing clothes on the washing board, and then they had to
Mm.
take it back to like where they lived to hang them to dry. They, clotheslines back in the day. So she said she was walking back and she started to hear a crying. And she said, I wasn't smart enough to know. And they weren't, back then, they weren't telling them stories of La Llorona. They weren't telling nothing. They wanted them to go to work. So they weren't telling them anything scary or anything that would make them not want to go near the water. So she's doing this laundry and she's walking back carrying the basket. And she says she starts to hear crying behind her.
Oh wow.
Looks back and she says she sees a woman. She's in a white dress and she's crying. So my grandma says she put the basket down and goes to see why she was crying. And she said as she
Hmm.
got closer to her, she could see that it was just a white figure, transparent, like you could see all the way through her. But
Oh
she was
wow.
there, an outline of a woman in a white dress, not a wedding dress, nothing like that, but the time like the 19, I want to say 30s and 40s type white dress. And my
Hmm.
grandma said she got about halfway to her and she realized that she didn't know what she was looking at. So she
Yeah.
turned around and grabbed the basket to haul behind back home. So she says she starts running and she's running as fast as she can. And as she's running, she hears
Oh
the car
man.
getting closer and closer and closer.
Oh
Well, my
no.
grandma feels something sharp across her back, and she knows she just dives to like dive into the house at this point
Mm-hmm.
of where she lived. And she said her mama picked her up and said, "What are you running from? Why are you crying? What is going on?" And she's shaking my grandma. And when she turns her around, her shirt has scratch marks. Her shirt's ripped, and there's 4 scratch marks across her back. And her mama says, "Oh my God, mija, I think you just saw La Llorona." She said, "Get in the
Oh
house and don't you go back out there." And to this day, my grandma told all of us that. And to this day, we were all like, anytime we're near water and it gets dark, we're like, it's time to go back to camp, or oh, we're going inside now. You know what I mean? So that story still sticks with me to this day. It was pretty crazy.
man, it's so amazing to learn so many different entities from so many different cultures and countries. Be honest with you, we're gonna keep this series continuous. Like um, I have so many study about Japanese entities.
Oh, wow. I've never
So
studied.
many entities from India, so many entities from Pakistan,
Oh, wow.
Bangladesh,
We need
and
to do this, Jay.
Chinese. Uh, I think like if you see different entities from Japan,
Uh
you will
huh.
be amazed. They are like a hundred. They believe like hundreds of different entities, which they like consider like haunting the whole Japan. Like it's amazing. We're gonna keep discussing, later
Yeah,
on next streams. Yeah, one at a time.
the
So there is a
Japanese have a
yeah.
lot of entities.
L- I love those, man. There is a one more. I don't know. I am pronouncing right or not because I cannot read Spanish.
Uh
So
huh.
excuse my, pronunciation. It's a La Lihuza. La
Oh,
Lihuza. La Lihu.
how do you spell it?
Yes. L-A.
Uh huh.
Okay. Lechuza.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah. It said that it's a witch
Hey, everybody,
owl
we're
of
TikTok
Mexico. Witch owl of Mexico. So
right now.
this is like a witch. Is she's a shapeshifter, and also people call her Death Omen. And
Oh, wow.
origin, yes, the origin is like northern Mexican and Texas borderland.
Hey,
And
send me the info on that because I got to look that one up. I've never heard of that. That sounds pretty awesome.
the danger level is extremely high.
Oh, wow, for real?
So they level it, medium
It's
level,
got a
low
level.
level.
So what? The demons now they level up.
Yeah. Hey, that's a low level. It's okay. I can take it,
Oh
It's
man,
a
that's a
high
level
level.
3. I got this one.
That's
Hell yeah, that's
crazy.
funny. That's a good one. You know what's another good one we need to talk about, Jay? What you like talking about, that chupacabra.
Yeah, Chupacabra. That's my
So tell
favorite,
me, I
man.
got a story for you about chupacabra, but if you want to tell a little bit about the chupacabra first, I'll let you begin if you like.
Yeah, let's see what the Chupacabra is like. It's like a cryptid, a demon like a creature, like all those other ones like a Bigfoot and Skinwalker and a lot of other we see that. So the first story they reported like in 1990, the creature attacked livestocks, like okay, livestocks, like goats, cow, camel, chicken, whatever have you in your barn. And this entity love to attack your livestocks. And the strange thing is like when that entity like chupacabra attack your livestocks like animals, you don't see any blood on the floor. And strangely, the whole blood from the animal is being sucked.
It's
It's
been
like
drained. Yeah.
it's been drained, and like there is no spot, there is no other like marks on the animal. or
Two little
like,
bite marks, like vampire almost.
yeah, that's almost like. And farmers found dead goats, blood completely was drained, smell like a small punctured wounds on their neck, as you say that, right? So
Uh huh.
the description of chupacabra is like red glowing eyes. Wow.
Yeah.
Spikes on the back, dog, reptile, hybrid body. So it looked like a dog, and the face is like, yeah, the body is like kind of weird, look like a dog, and it's like jumping, not running, but it's like kind of jump around. And some people said that paranormal, like on the Paranormal Society, they said that it's like an alien or demon, or some people say it's a government experiment, and some people say that it's like a kind of witch. I don't believe it's a witch, but chupacabra is like a real entity. It's
Yeah, and they try to get into that when they say like witch Jay. I think they mean like they think it's like a skinwalker or something that can shapeshift. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's not. I think chupacabra is a totally different. It's a different entity or being, whatever it may be. It may
yeah,
be interdimensional, in my opinion. Like I think Bigfoot is. I think they're interdimensional creatures, and that's why you don't walk around every day and find carcasses of chupacabras and all that, because not only are they're not supernatural or anything, but I feel like they can cross dimensions.
yeah. You know what? Which one is my favorite entity? Is a skinwalker. Oh my gosh, I am fascinated about a skinwalker
I do like skinwalker. Hey,
because,
Jay, not
oh,
cutting you off real quick, but Ebenezer Creek down here has been known to have skinwalkers.
where?
Ebenezer Creek. It's pretty much
Where
down
is
the road
that?
from where we live. It's pretty much down the road from where we live.
Oh, wow.
Jay, we got to get Patrick on board. We got to go looking for some skinwalkers, bro.
No.
Yes. How we going to get proof and evidence if we don't go looking, bro?
That's true. The skinwalker is like, it was a creation of a Navajo tribe,
Hmm.
and they use magic. They use real humans, turn
Yep.
them into, like, that entity, like the skinwalkers. And
Yeah.
one day we're gonna do a complete, like, whole series about skinwalkers,
Hey, our
the
next
history.
episode, we'll need to do skinwalkers on our next episode.
Skinwalkers, and there is another one with the skinwalkers.
The
I
rake?
forgot the name. No, it's with skinwalkers and
Is it,
Wendigo.
and which?
Wendigo.
Oh, the Wendigo.
Yeah, Wendigo.
Yeah, Wendigo and skin. Hey, Jay, that's our topic for next week. So if you tune in next week, you're gonna get
Yeah.
skinwalkers and Wendigos.
You see, there is like it's like kind of very similar entities,
Hmm.
skinwalkers and Wendigo, but it's a huge difference in them too at
Oh
the
yeah,
same time, because Wendigo is like, it's a natural entity, just like, like a chupacabra, but skinwalkers is like a human and shapeshifter. Oh, we're gonna discuss about that.
oh yeah. And a story I got for you real quick before we go into next week's topic. So when I was also a kid, of course, all these stories happened to me when I was younger. But when we
Yeah.
were a kid, me and my cousin Chris, we used to go fishing with my uncles Joseph and my uncle Albert. My uncle Albert's a Vietnam vet, so shout out to the Vietnam vets if you're
Oh wow.
watching.
Yeah.
So so they would take us camping to Isleta. Check this out, Jay. Isleta is a Native American owned fishing lake. So
Hmm.
so Isleta Pueblo in Albuquerque in New Mexico owns Isleta Lake. So we'd go fishing there at night, right? Ain't that coincidence? This is on Indian land. But we
Yeah.
would go fishing, and my uncles and them would tell us, hey, you two, me and my cousin Chris, y'all gotta go to bed, because if you're awake when the chupacabras come, they don't care who you are or how old you are or what, but they like kids the most. They're just scaring the heck out of us. And they would be like throwing these big rocks in the water. They're like, oh my God, the chupacabras here. Well, one night
Chupacabra.
they would scare the AJ. I'm not kidding you. They would scare the bejesus out of us with the chupacabra. And the word chupacabra, I don't know if you know it, but it means goat sucker. That's exactly what chupacabra means in Spanish. But they would be like, you need to go to bed, because if you don't and they see you, they're going to look at you, and all you're going to see is red glowing eyes. You're going to see a
Mm-hmm.
dog-like alien creature looking up at you. He said,
Yeah.
don't run, because you're just going to die tired and out of blood. So we were scared to death. Me and my cousin Chris would be laying in our sleeping bag, eyeballs out, and I'm like, oh my God, is that red
Mm-hmm.
eyes? It's staring at me. Oh, Jay, they used to scare the Jesus out of us with the chupacabras.
Oh,
But
with the red, yeah, with the
outside,
red eyes, with the red eyes, you remind me about a Mothman. We're gonna
yeah.
discuss about a Mothman one day. That is
Oh,
like a very
yes,
strange
sir.
entity, man.
We can
I'm.
do skinwalkers, Wendigo, and we can do Mothman next.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can break that into 3 episodes and we can do all three. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, Jay, Chupacabra,
we.
they used to scare the hell out of us with that, and Curse of La Llorona, and being, like I said, being like Spanish, Mexican American, whatever you want to call us, man. We
Mm-hmm.
believe in our folklore, and to this day, like River Street, you ain't catching me walking. Not on. I'll walk down River Street, but it's closer to the water.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't you. You got the wrong guy for that.
See, the waters have a lot of mysteries. Like there are a lot of happenings. You know, a lot of in a back home. If you see in my country, like in Pakistan, uh,
Uh,
they consider like a water is like a very mysterious place, like a lakes, rivers, and the ocean. A lot of people do black magic around the water because they
oh,
said that you see whatever you throw in a deep water is lost forever. You can do the
oh,
magic. If somebody fall in the water, it's gonna be disappear for forever. And you know, it's like the water and the magic do have a lot of connection with each other. So
oh.
yeah.
So Jay, do you think the water kind of has like a, when they're using magic, do you think the water helps like conjure the stuff, or does the water have some kind of conductivity that can manifest the entities or something, you think?
Yeah, the water is like they said that water do have a memory.
Jay,
There
did you
is a
just see this door behind me open by itself?
yeah, I did. I thought it's a dog or something or not.
No, that door just opened all by itself.
No, don't tell me, man.
Jay, I'm telling you, we got stuff going on in this house too. But that's
Yep,
a
you
whole nother
told.
episode. We can do an investigation and an episode from this house.
Yep, you
And we
told
got
me
some
last.
members that are experiencing stuff too that I would like to go to their house and check out if they allow us to come in.
Yeah, I saw that door open really slow,
Yeah.
and
No,
I thought maybe your dog is there, but I don't see any dog coming in your room. So that's
no,
strange,
no.
dude.
My dog's already in the room. He's been right here the whole time.
Oh boy,
Look, he's right here.
that is crazy. That's alive.
Oh yes. Jay, what do you think? You think our next episodes, if we can get you people to tune in and watch us when we come on live, tell
Hmm.
everybody about us. We can do skinwalkers, wendigos, Mothman. We can do whatever you want us to do. We can do investigations on houses. In fact, Jay, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like for us to go on an investigation and podcast while we're doing the investigation.
Yeah, we can do a live podcast. I mean, a live investigation. I love that when people
Oh
do
yeah.
live investigations. And I really appreciate like whoever watch this podcast later. They can leave a comment. They can subscribe or like our like a channel, and give us some idea how we can get better
Awesome.
and more interesting. Yeah. So.
That was my next thing I was going to say, Jay. After you said all that, please
Mhm.
leave a like and comment, and tell us in the comments what you want the next episode to be on. Help us
Yeah.
out. We'll give you the content you want as long as you keep coming back for it.
Yep.
Watch us on
Yep.
Orbs Paranormal on YouTube. What else, Jay?
We just started on like a Spotify, and I created my podcast on Spotify. Same with Orb Chaser Paranormal, and I
Mhm.
am on Facebook for a long, long, long time.
Jay's
And
on YouTube with Jin Chaser, so check that out. It's in Pakistani, but maybe
yeah, that's
if you know how to work your CC, what is that? Captions. You can
yeah, right.
put the English translator on it, and you can hear what they're saying in English or read what they're saying. So check him out on that as well. But yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Buzzsprout. What are we on, Jay? YouTube,
Mm-hmm. We're
Facebook,
yeah, we're trying to
Patreon.
be yeah, we are trying to be everywhere. Like this is the thing we love. We love paranormal. We love haunted. We love scary stuff. We love scary stories. We love different entities from the different part of the world, and we like to discuss. But as say, this is our like I think like a first or second podcast. We are not professional podcaster,
But
so
we're gonna
like
get there, aren't we, Jay?
yeah, so like a lot of mistakes and a lot of uh, the sign of not perfection. But in the future, with your help and with your encouragement, hopefully one day we're gonna get better. But leave your comments, what we need to be done, and how you like this to be better.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
here. Jay's my buddy. Patrick, the Savannah Scare Master or Paranormal Pimp, whatever he goes by. Orbs
Mr.
Chaser Jay. I'm Flavor
Yeah,
Dave. Or Jay calls me Father Dave. So let us pray, my children. Just keep coming. We'll give you what you want, and be sure to like, subscribe, check out all of our pages. Tell people, everybody you know that's into this kind of stuff, what we do. Gives us ideas, helps us out, makes us get big, and hopefully we can make this a show that you'll be happy and enjoy watching because we
hmm
really enjoy doing it.
we enjoy it. Yeah, definitely. Then it's like no matter what, we're gonna keep doing that because
Yeah.
we love it, and
Yep. And
hopefully you will love it too.
if
Yeah,
you love what you do, you don't work a day of your life, and we love what we do. So like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Get us out there, help us out, give us the content you want. We'll give you the content you want.
great, great. All
All
right,
right.
I
On
think
that day, we will
take
catch
care.
you guys on our next episode.
Take care. Bye bye.